tax filing deadline is finally upon us, and we have seen some volatility in the market this week. So that is a perfect storm to start receiving complaints. Naturally, people do not look at their accounts, or most people do not look at their accounts or really care what's going on with their investments, especially if they're invested for longevity, as long as things are going good. But once we start hearing the news and panic, and now I'm hearing talks of inflation, and the markets have responded to that, that's when people are going to start checking their accounts. That's when they're going to start going over things with a fine tooth comb and may start questioning some of the investment advice that they have received. The best thing that you can do as an advisor is prevent complaints from coming. So how do we prevent a complaint? First is full and fair disclosure. That's a given, won't get into that. The second is making sure you're picking up the phone when you're talking to people. Anytime you're rendering complex investment advice or giving investment recommendations, you should be talking to your client verbally, just because there are things in conversations that we can pick up that may fly under the radar via written communication. So if you sent someone an email and explained to them to do XYZ, they may have some questions but may never ask, or there might be hesitancy that has never been relayed to you. And so those are the types of things that you can fill out better over the phone. And also, if there's a question, comments, concerns, you can quickly mitigate those over the phone. Whereas in emails, some things can get misconstrued, or that's when, tones can be mismatched or misunderstood. The third thing is not only preventative, but will help us mitigate a complaint down the road, is taking detailed notes. Anytime you give any client investment advice, whether the recommendation is to buy, sell, hold, or recommendation not to buy something or to sell something, you need to be documenting that. A perfect storm for a complaint is right now someone goes to file their taxes with their CPA and they realize that their tax bill is much higher than they expected. And it's common for an advisor to mention, hey, you need to go talk to your CPA. Here's what I'm seeing as the estimate. But if that is not documented, if you don't put that in writing somewhere, whether it's your CRM, an email to the client, wrapping up your phone call, or in response to your review with them, that could come back to haunt you. Because if you get a complaint, you can quickly say, no, I told you to go to your CPA, but can you prove it? The last and fourth tip is meeting with your clients regularly. In times of volatility, especially, you want to make sure you're reaching out to people proactively so that they feel comforted to not only stay the course, but understand the investments and recommendations that you have made, so that they don't, make up things in their head or make assumptions when they're looking at their accounts and seeing declines in values. So next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about the legal side of complaints and what to do once you have received a complaint. As always, good compliance is good business. Take care.